Good evening, guys. You're going to see a lot of safety measures both inside and outside of the track. One of the things that we see outside the track, fences like these. His lawyer said he may or may not play today, so I think that is the next question we're looking to answer here this morning. Why we're heading downstairs is because we want to take you to the baggage claim. Now, for most of the summer, from May to November, we saw closures here in the baggage claim area. I want to show you the insulation from that house. So this is caught on the tree. The insulation is really everywhere, and I can even pick it from this tree right now, and it's just stuck everywhere. And so we are about to ride in style. Nate here, who we were just talking to, is going to give us a tour on this golf cart and take you all around to the different vendors, because honestly, it's just too long to walk it all. So we'll have that coming up next. This area where I'm standing right now, this was all blocked off earlier this morning. Then about 30 or so minutes ago, police have taken that tape down. But what still remains taped off is this area here. Others are just excited about the deals. We're here live with some people waiting in line. They all just met this morning, becoming fast friends, it looks like. And I want to start with Maria, because Maria, you have a box ready of coupons, ready to go. I love it. How many coupons do you think you got in there this morning? There's police tape still blocking off the sidewalk. And if we take a look over here, you can see it crash into what appears to be a lobby area. We see it looks like firefighters have been able to control those flames, but we still see a lot of firefighters here on scene. Still a few fire engines as well, still putting water on this structure. What we can't see is what that structure is. Dozens of races will cross the finish line here over the course of 5 days. USA Cycling says this event is a cross between road cycling, mountain biking, steeplechase, and a cross-country setting. All of that to say, it's a lot of fun to watch. And the homeowner said he was in his basement trapped. Neighbors came and cut this hole in the side of the house and yanked him out. As I wanted to show people again the amount of water that was used on the flames to knock this fire down. So you can see here that a lot of this water is still flowing out from the building. What I feel right now, it's definitely gotten a little cooler. And John over here, he has these cool astronomical binoculars. So John, what are you able to see with these? He has been released, but yes, he is facing a felony charge. Reporting live in downtown, Madison Elliott, WLKY News. Guys.
LMPD says the officer who arrested Scotty Scheffler, Detective Brian Gillis, violated policy when he didn't turn on the body camera during the incident.
Tonight we learned this is not the first time he's violated policy in his nearly 20-year career with LMPD. WLKY's Madison Elliott obtained his personnel file and breaks down his record. In his file, we saw more than a dozen commendations, but we also found several reprimands and suspensions. In the file of Detective Brian Gillis, it shows he violated policy more than once. LMPD reprimanded him at least 6 times for a range of reasons, from being at fault in accidents, failure to attend court, and pursuit of a vehicle that didn't commit a violent felony or wanted on a warrant. LMPD suspended him at least 5 times, with one report showing he drove an intoxicated person in his car on duty doing donuts in a parking lot. Now, his most recent violation, failing to record on his body-worn camera while arresting Scotty Scheffler. Police Chief Jacqueline Gwen Villarreal says he broke policy.
Detective Gillis did not have his body-worn camera operationally ready as required by our policy.
Because of this, Mayor Craig Greenberg says they don't have a clear picture of the first few moments between Scheffler and Gillis, when Gillis claims Scheffler dragged him with his PGA-issued SUV.
We are not aware at this time of any video footage which captures the initial interaction between LMPD and Mr. Scheffler.
On Thursday, LMPD released video from a poll camera that shows the moments just before the arrest. You can see Gillis run up to Scheffler's car, swinging at the window. Then moments later, Scheffler is pulled out of the car and put in handcuffs. Dash cam video from a nearby cruiser shows Scheffler being walked by police. Neither video supports Gillis's claim.
We understand the seriousness of the failure to capture this interaction.
Steve Romines, Scheffler's attorney, spoke Thursday as well. He says the video supports Scheffler's account of what happened.
This was a chaotic situation and a miscommunication, and he didn't do anything wrong.
In Louisville, Madison Elliott, WLKY News.
And the chief did not take questions during the news conference. Instead, they instructed reporters to email their questions.
We did, and they responded saying at that request of the county attorney, they will not release any more evidence or information until this matter is resolved in the courts. Louisville continues to be...
Crews got to work on Thursday, removing the tree that smashed into this home along Shirley Avenue Tuesday evening. Kenneth Johnson lived here, and moments before the tree fell, he was sitting in his living room.
The end table right there is right next to me on my left-hand side, and I was facing that way, watching the TV over in that corner back over there.
That's when he got the tornado warning on his phone. He quickly made his way to his basement.
Walked down about 3 steps, and the tree fell. Debris was beginning to hit me down there.
That split-second decision saved his life.
And I could have been sitting right there next to that. That tree was being in my lap right now.
But he faced another problem. The tree prevented him from getting out of the basement once the tornado passed. He was trapped.
I was beginning to see the neighbors walk up and down the driveway. I was able to knock on the windows to get their attention.
His neighbors quickly jumped into action. One had a backhoe and started tearing down the wall, creating a hole in the house.
They put a ladder in there so I could climb up the ladder, and they was able to lift me out of that hole.
Johnson says he knew he was lucky, but it took a few days to process it all.
I think about it, and now I feel how lucky I was.
Those same neighbors who rescued him are now helping him out until he finds a new place to stay.
So I've been staying over there with them, and I can't believe they're going buying me clothes, and I'm eating every day.
Johnson says the house will have to be demolished, but he's just grateful to be alive and feel the support of the community.
I can't believe the amount of support I'm getting from the neighbors.
If there's one thing 6-year-old Levi Carrier loves, it's Spider-Man.
Yeah, he can like climb on walls.
In fact, when he gets on the bus every day to go to Englehart Elementary, he and his bus driver, Larry Farish, give each other the Spider-Man sign.
Yeah, this is our thing.
But last Friday, Larry noticed Levi got on the bus without doing this, and he could tell something was wrong.
I asked him, I was like, what's going on? What happened? I'm thinking something may have happened on the bus stop. And he simply looked up and said, I don't have pajamas.
It was pajama day at school. Levi was sad he didn't have any to wear. So after Larry dropped off the kids, he went to the store and bought a pair of pajamas for Levi and took them to school.
And I said, well, this morning you were crying, and I felt it. So I want your day to be a little bit better. And I asked him, I said, would you try the pajamas on when you get to class and have a great day?
When Levi left his classroom and walked down the hall to see his bus driver Larry standing there with a pair of pajamas, he says it was complete shock.
My face was like this.
Levi says those sad tears turned into happy tears.
Yep. And a great Friday.
Do you still have the pajamas now that Larry gave you?
Yeah.
Do you wear them?
Yeah.
Larry says this act of kindness shows the important role bus drivers play in students' lives.
A lot of times we're the first person after their parents leave that they see, and we're the last person they see before they go home. So we can make a big difference in a child's life just by saying good morning.
It's an act of kindness Levi will always remember. And he wants people to know how great his bus driver is.
That he's kind and that his heart is filled with joy.
Madison Elliott, WLKY News.